Vladimir Putin's presidency, spanning multiple terms from 2000 to 2008 and resuming from 2012 to the present, represents a significant period in Russian history, characterized by centralized governance, economic stabilization, and assertive foreign policy. Putin first became acting president on December 31, 1999, following Boris Yeltsin's resignation, and was elected in March 2000 for his first term, 2000 to 2004, followed by a second term, 2004-2008. Due to constitutional term limits, he served as prime minister from 2008 to 2012 under President Dmitry Medvedev, then returned as president in 2012, winning re-elections in 2018 and 2024. His current term, starting in 2024, extends to 2030, with potential to run again until 2036, following 2020 constitutional amendments that reset term limits. These amendments, signed in July 2020, allow 2 additional 6-year terms, effective from July 4, 2020, and include a December 2020 bill granting ex-presidents lifetime prosecutorial immunity. Putin's domestic agenda has focused on centralizing power and stabilizing the economy post-1990s chaos. Key policies include administrative reforms. In July 2000, Putin gained the right to dismiss heads of 89 federal subjects, and in 2004, replaced direct governor elections with presidential nomination and regional legislature approval, seen as curbing separatist tendencies. He created 7 federal districts in 2000, expanded to 9 by 2014 with Crimea's inclusion and the 2010 North Caucasus split. Economic policies. The program for the socio-economic development of the Russian Federation for 2010 aimed at growth, but was abandoned in 2008 at 30% completion. Research suggests incomes in USD terms increased 4.5 times from 2000 to 2016, with Soviet debts repaid by 2005 and WTO membership achieved in August 2012. By the end of 2023, 40% of public expenditures were planned for defense and security. Industry and energy. In 2006, he launched the United Aircraft Corporation (UAC) consolidation, receiving a significant support package in September 2020. Energy deals include a 2014 agreement to supply China with 38 billion cubic meters of natural gas annually via the Power of Siberia pipeline, launched in 2019, costing China $400 billion over 30 years. Social and health policies. National priority projects in 2005 targeted healthcare, education, housing, and agriculture. During COVID-19 2020, measures included deferring tax payments except VAT for 6 months, halving Social Security contributions, deferring loan repayments for 6 months, and a 6-month moratorium on fines and bankruptcy applications. Legal and governance. Putin codified land, tax, labor, administrative, criminal, commercial, and civil procedural laws. Under Medvedev's presidency, Russian police and military reforms were implemented, and in 1999, he described communism as a blind alley far away from the mainstream of civilization. LGBT and social conservatism. From 2012-2013, he backed stricter anti-LGBT legislation, adopting the gay propaganda law in June 2013, banning homosexual propaganda and symbols like the rainbow flag. In November 2023, he urged women to have 7, 8, or more children, aligning with conservative values and collaborating with the Russian Orthodox Church. Environmental policy. Signed the Kyoto Protocol in 2004 and joined the Paris Agreement in 2019, setting a net zero goal by 2060, with an energy strategy to 2035 focusing on fossil fuels. He emphasized reducing emissions via forests, natural gas, nuclear, and hydro energy, though criticized for using environmentalism politically. Religious policy. A practicing Russian Orthodox Christian, he attends services, promoted the Act of Canonical Communion in 2007, and supported the Hasidic Federation of Jewish Communities. Legislation in 2016 prohibited missionary activity and the 2020 constitutional amendment included a reference to God, with 380 political prisoners noted in June 2020. Foreign policies, global engagement, and tensions. Putin's foreign policy has been marked by efforts to restore Russia's global influence, often leading to tensions with the West, post-Soviet states. He views these as Russia's near abroad, opposing color revolutions and promoting Eurasian integration. The annexation of Crimea in February 2014, following a referendum, and support for the war in Donbass 2014 to 2022, led to sanctions and a financial crisis. The 2022 invasion of Ukraine, citing denazification, resulted in partial mobilization in September 2022 and annexations of Donetsk, Luhansk, Zaporizhzhia, and Kherson oblasts, not recognized internationally, with 600,000 Russian casualties by September 2024. Military interventions. Authorized intervention in Syria on September 30, 2015, to support Bashar al-Assad, involving airstrikes, cruise missiles, and special forces, aiming for naval bases in the eastern Mediterranean. The Russo-Georgian War in August 2008 and the 2009 Russia-Ukraine gas dispute reflect his strategic use of military and energy leverage. Relations with the West, post 9/11, relations were cautious, deteriorating after the Iraq War, 2003, and U.S. missile shield plans. He suspended the Treaty on Conventional Armed Forces in Europe on July 14, 2007, and New START in February 2023, stationing tactical nuclear weapons in Belarus by March 25, 2023. The 2016 U.S. election interference, ordered to support Donald Trump, strained ties further. Asia and beyond. Strong ties with India, largest customer of Russian military equipment, and China, with energy deals like the Power of Siberia pipeline. Relations with Latin America include arms sales to Venezuela, $4 billion since 2005, and joint exercises, while the 2019 Russia-Africa Summit, attended by 43 African heads of state, expanded influence. Domestically, Putin's approval ratings have remained high, often above 80%, with recent figures at 83 to 86% as of late 2024, according to the Levada Center. Peaks include 88% during the 2008 Georgia War and 89% in June 2015, with dips during COVID-19 and social reforms. Research suggests these ratings reflect stability and national pride, though some argue they mask political apathy and lack of alternatives. Internationally, views are polarized. Some admire his leadership in restoring Russia's global standing, while critics, especially post-Ukraine invasion, view him as an autocrat. The ICC issued an arrest warrant on March 17, 2023, for war crimes related to Ukraine, targeting the illegal deportation and transfer of children, also implicating Maria Lvova-Belova. Kursk submarine disaster, August 2000, criticized for mishandling, with 118 deaths. Hostage crises. The Moscow theater crisis, October 2002, killed 130 hostages, and the Beslan school siege, September 2004, resulted in over 330 deaths, including 186 children. Assassinations and poisonings. Anna Politkovskaya, a journalist critical of Putin, was killed in 2006, and Alexander Litvinenko, a former FSB officer, was poisoned with polonium in 2006 in the UK, with inquiries suggesting FSB involvement likely approved by Putin. Russo-Georgian War, August 2008, military conflict over South Ossetia and Abkhazia. Wagner Group rebellion, June 2023, led by Yevgeny Prigozhin, ended with his death in a plane crash on August 23, 2023, widely suspected to involve state action. Crocus City Hall attack, March 22, 2024, killed at least 145 and injured 551, the deadliest since Beslan. These events, alongside human rights criticisms and war crimes allegations, highlight the contentious nature of his leadership.